captains both know how it feels to lift the FA Cup. John Terry has done just that 3 times in the last 5 years. No captain has ever got his hands on the cup 4 times at Wembley. Steven Gerrard paraded the Carling Cup to Liverpool fans here a little over 2 months ago. 2 men who have led England out at Wembley. Gerrard may be hoping to once again before long, but 2 one-club men who've resisted overtures to move and who first met in a Chelsea-Liverpool game 11 years ago. Both managers have won the cup with the clubs they lead out this evening. Roberto Di Matteo actually did lead Chelsea out for the final 10 years ago at the insistence of the then manager Claudio Ranieri. Touching tribute then to Di Matteo, who had just been forced into retirement through injury. Well, the cup's in safe hands at the start of the evening. Who will have their hands on it at the end? Another Chelsea-Liverpool showdown, another venue, another occasion. Their first meeting in an FA Cup final. 825 teams entered this season's competition. Here are the last 2 standing. Somehow it remains the Cup, the original knockout competition. The Cup final needs no introduction. The English sporting summer starts here. Under heavy skies for much of the day, but the sun's come out. Let's hope it's still out when the Olympic final is played here on the 11th of August. Well, no royalty this evening, but one of the honourable gentlemen of football is the guest of honour. I can only tell you that Jimmy Armfield is every bit as nice a guy as he sounds on the radio. He was battling throat cancer 5 years ago. The cancer didn't stand a chance. Steven Gerrard was top of Chelsea's shopping list 6 or 7 years ago, at a time when Roman Abramovich usually got what he wanted. But it's difficult to imagine Gerrard in any colour but red. Liverpool seems to bring out the very, very best out of him. And after a deeply frustrating 6-year lull, he's back among the winners. Liverpool bidding for their 2nd Wembley trophy of the year. The officials are under as much pressure as the players on evenings like this, maybe more. So good luck and good judgment to referee Phil Dowd and his assistants Andrew Garrett and Stuart Burt. Well, I'm sure the Champions League couldn't be further from John Terry's mind, but he won't be doing this in Munich in 2 weeks' time. This is definitely the cup final for Terry, for Ramirez, for Branislav Ivanovic. Ramirez is on the bench this evening. No distractions tonight for the men that will be suspended for the season's finale against Bayern. Chelsea bidding to win the FA Cup for the 4th time in 6 years, and nobody has dominated the competition like that since Victorian times. David Bernstein in the foreground, the FA chairman, who's been a busy man, along with Mark Collins of the Challenge Cup Committee, completing the presentation party with Jimmy, who was a right back in his day, 43 caps for England in the early 60s. That's what it's all about, the cup. Well, the ceremony of FA Cup final day is part of the magic of what is very much a national event. As always, it will be preceded by the national anthem, sung by a young soprano from Suffolk, Laura Wright.
Blues and Royals.
Cup final and an early May Cup final to give England and Ireland a clear month to prepare for the European Championship finals. We'll be hearing the anthem once or twice here on ITV1 before the summary's out. Some dates for your diary: England's opening game against France at the finals, live on ITV. A couple of friendly internationals before then. A tea-time kick-off in Oslo against Norway 3 weeks tonight, May the 26th, live on ITV1. And before that, maybe one or two Champions League winners in Chelsea colours. The final live here from Munich, a fortnight tonight. Well, Chelsea showed just one change from the team that started the semi-final against Spurs here. Branislav Ivanovic was suspended that day, but takes the place of the injured David Luiz for the final. It's Didier Drogba up front, bidding to become the first man ever to score in 4 FA Cup finals. Fernando Torres is on the bench. So is the man that his transfer to Chelsea financed. No starting place for Liverpool's semi-final match winner Andy Carroll. In comes Craig Bellamy instead. Kenny Dalglish's toughest decision may have been leaving out Jamie Carragher though. 3 changes from the semi against Everton in all. Jose Reina and Jose Enrique missed that one.
14, Jordan Henderson.
Well, Luis Suarez isn't necessarily everybody's cup of tea, but he's as smart and sharp as any forward in the English game. Always up to something, a flick or a touch between your legs, round a defender's blind spot. And Didier Drogba, well, he's just a big lovable lump, really. Graham Norton seemed to get inside him last night. Hard to fathom at times. And the 2 most expensive seats in the house. Fernando Torres, who was prolific for Liverpool against Chelsea, and Andy Carroll. The climax of the 2012 FA Cup final. It's Chelsea versus Liverpool, the latest episode of a mini-series. They've met 30 times in the last 7 seasons. A Carling Cup final, an FA Cup semi-final, 3 Champions League semis, and now a showpiece final here at Wembley Stadium. Liverpool have won their last 4 games against Chelsea. And would you believe they meet again on Tuesday night in a Premier League match rescheduled from today. When you're ready, both teams beaten at home in the week leading up to the final. Liverpool have lost as many games as they've won since the turn of the year. Chelsea's midweek loss to Papi Cissé's stunning goals, only their second in the 17 matches since Roberto Di Matteo took charge for the first week in March. Ivanovic seeking out Drogba. Lampard making a run off him, and Drogba going for the spectacular, as he's entitled to do here. Andy Townsend alongside me. Who are the key men for you?
Well, clearly Drogba, certainly, as we've seen there. Positive start from him, good little link up again with Frank Lampard. Look for more of that. The shot's an ambitious one. He will figure, of course, so will Lampard in a blue shirt. Ramirez has been good for Chelsea in the big games recently, and of course for Liverpool, Luis Suarez has been magnificent. And watch that performance against Norwich, where he scored his hat-trick, where he was wonderful. And goes without saying that Steven Gerrard, if he produces a really big game in there today, he can have a dramatic effect on the outcome of this game.
Started on the left of the Liverpool midfield, which Jay Spearing is anchoring. Craig Bellamy out on the right-hand side, Stuart Downing on the left flank. Chelsea shape pretty familiar now, with Ramirez on the right and Kalou on the left. This is Spearing up to Suarez.
In that game against Norwich, Clive, Steven Gerrard started a little bit deeper, sort of established the midfield into that game, and then picked his moments to start getting forward and linking up with Luis Suarez. That's where he'll want to play. He won't want to sit in front of his 2 centre-halves for 90 minutes here. He can't be as effective in that role. He will But I do think in the opening moments of this game he'll want to deny Chelsea the opportunity to get it down and roll it around and start playing. And then, when his team are starting to get a bit of possession themselves, starting to get forward.
Ashley Cole playing in his 8th FA Cup final. Lampard's forward ball cut out by Henderson. This is Mata. Cole. Mata's gone on, and Skirtler's got to him. Looking back at Chelsea's last cup final appearance, the pitch was the issue. You'd have worried about the amount of rain we've been having back in 2010. It has been a moist month, but it is a super smooth surface these days. Wembley looks a picture. Bellamy caught in possession.
Two similar formations today, of course. We've got Jordan Henderson and Spearing sitting in front of those two centre-halves. Gerrard, as I said, will get forward a little bit further on as he can, and of course, Juan Mata at the moment playing off a drop, but don't be surprised to see Lampard look to run beyond Mata and get beyond the big centre-forward as well to mix things up. Lots of energy from Ramirez down the right-hand side. Kalou, bit of a toss of a coin with Solomon Kalou, can be effective, can also drift in and out of the game, so we'll see how they fare.
Maybe the memory plays tricks, but cup final days usually hot without a breath of wind, aren't they? It's almost autumnal today. Bellamy, Johnson. There's Gerrard. He's caught by Drogba. Both teams feeling their way into the final. Agger, who played at left back against Everton here in the semi-final, finding Suarez. Downing. Bosingwa, more up than out. Bellamy first to react. Henderson back to Skirtle. Spearing. Gerrard certainly starting in a deeper role. Downing looking to release Jose Enrique, who was one of the men to miss out on the Wembley experience here against Everton last month.
Yeah, what we have seen as well, Jay Spearing, every time the ball goes anywhere near Drogba, he's snapping away at his heels, looking to just pinch it in front of him, etc. He's on the ball now. He'll never be too far away from Agger or Skirtle.
Here is Spearing. Bellamy trying his luck on this side. Enrique. Gerrard. Now Agger. Spearing. Johnson does have some space on that right flank. Good first touch too. Just ran into traffic. He was looking for a free kick. He maybe got a nudge from Lampard. Mata feeding off Drogba.
Good pressure from Liverpool there. Started with Jay Spearing on Juan Mata. And Gerrard backed him up as soon as the ball went into Mikel. Suarez forcing it back to the goalkeeper. That's good work.
Drogba licks his lips at the prospect of a Wembley occasion. Didier Drogba gets it back from Kalou, tried to slip it into the path of Kalou once more. Seen by Skirtle. flag against Solomon Kalou. Crossing one. Just unable to link up with Mata.
He's played well for his team, Juan Mata, this season. Not always been easy for him, but I think when certainly under Andre Villas-Boas and under Roberto Di Matteo, he has figured pretty much game in, game out.
Figured in that more central role though since the change of management. Rather edgy start.
Yeah, it's a waste from the goalkeeper there. He's not under that much pressure. Better than that.
I think he'd be disappointed that he didn't get to that Papi Cissé goal the other night. Probably been losing sleep over it.
Some strike, wasn't it? Amazing goal.
Good. Terry able to reach around Suarez and clear.
Yeah, service into Luis Suarez has to be a bit better than what we've seen in the opening 8 minutes. At the moment, everything going into him is up around his chest, up around his shoulders.
A bit better and a bit quicker, I would think.
Yeah. Again, I think Liverpool just trying to make sure that they're not going to get overrun or picked off in the middle of the park, particularly with Spearing and Henderson, perhaps as the deeper players. Gerrard there again, like he did in that Norwich game, starting just that little bit deeper. Just wanting to get things going first. They're just spluttering a little bit.
Two nerves jangling out there. Cole, Lampard looking for Kalou. Johnson was looking for him too. Drogba. This came off him unusually. Henderson into the path of Bellamy. It could be a feisty contest with Ashley Cole this evening. Completed his first season in management by wearing the number 7 shirt in Liverpool's cup final win over Everton here in 1986, 7 days after scoring the goal that clinched the league title against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Great memories for Kenny Dalglish. Ramirez looking to get beyond Enrique. He's done that. It's Ramirez! He is scoring some important goals at the moment. 2 semi-final goals against Tottenham and Barcelona, and now Ramirez gives Chelsea the lead in the FA Cup final, ahead after 11 minutes.
Joe Spearing gave a sloppy ball away right in the centre of Liverpool's midfield, and then it spilled out right there to Juan Mata. Now this was always going to be an interesting confrontation between Enrique and Ramirez, because they're both quick, they're both powerful, but the Chelsea man just shrugs off the challenge and then puts his head down. Goalkeeper, he's gambling that it's going to go across him, and he's half moving to his right before he's even hit it, and in the end it tamely goes past Pepe Reina.
Catalogue of errors, really. There's 2 wonderful chip goals on the run against Tottenham and Barcelona, but his pace and strength carried him beyond Jose Enrique, and Jose Reina was unable to keep out Ramirez's shot. Gerrard might come for Downing. Suarez, who's hardly been in the game yet. Gerrard bursting forward. Lampard stopped him. Ramirez to Mata. Bellamy back to cut it out. This is Jordan Henderson. One goal has been enough to settle 4 of the last 5 FA Cup finals. Gerrard, Johnson, Henderson, Jose Enrique, time to pick a cross, instead finds Downing, and he's unable to find a cross, squeezed out by Bosingwa. Ramirez, the goal scorer, 4-1 Mata. Kalou is bursting down the centre. Gerrard got to the ball. This is well for Liverpool, he did.
Yeah, just. Referee actually put the whistle to his lips, thought about it. Even a certain card for Steven Gerrard.
Downing. Bellamy had made a burst ahead of it. Instead it's Suarez. Johnson tiptoeing forward. Liverpool looking for a response. Johnson surviving the handball shout. Beating Drogba, finding a cross. Ivanovic with a header away. Hit by Bellamy, blocked though by Branislav Ivanovic. He was unable to clear his lines initially, but he made a very important intervention from a well-struck shot.
Clive, you said they're looking for a response. Well, since the goal, Liverpool have been terrific. They've kept the ball, they've got people forward. They could have just done with other numbers in the box. That was a wonderful pass from Glenn Johnson. Terrific strike from Bellamy.
Well, they came from behind to win the semi-final last month. They conceded the first goal of the Carling Cup final in February. They were trailing late in their last 2 FA Cup final wins in 2001 and 2006, and Kenny Dalglish's team must come from behind again.
Well, they've waited till they've got a goal down before they've started here today. Certainly in the last 3 or 4 minutes since the goal, much better from Liverpool. Seeing Gerrard further forward, closer to Suarez, people trying to get up the park, both fullbacks perhaps prepared to get a little bit further forward. Much more positive.
Terry. Header away, it's by Skirtle. Mikel forward. Kalou. Now Cole. It's a little loose. Suarez has been somewhat isolated so far. Well won though. The combined attentions of Downing and Gerrard, and Suarez went for goal.
We saw one of them in the game against Norwich. That was even further out.
To complete a fabulous hat-trick last weekend. Well, they sparred for 11 minutes. It was all very cagey. It's Ramirez's goal for Chelsea. Has ignited the match. Kalou. Drogba. Here is Ramirez. Slicing his cross. Reina just had to deal with that. He had a rather nervy final against West Ham in 2006, but emerged as the penalty-saving hero in Cardiff that day. Really might have done better with Ramirez's shot for the goal.
Yep. Disappointed. We're nagging away at Pepe Reina right now. He's got to get on with it, pick himself up, deal with the next one. Of course, what Chelsea do have in their back pocket is they know that, as we saw against Barcelona over those 2 matches, if they have to put up 2 banks of 4, very solid banks of 4, they can do it.
Downing on a run into the Chelsea penalty area. Terry across, taking no chances. Downing's onside. Not the best of crosses, easy enough for Terry. Mikel away this time. Drogba for Lampard, charged down there by Spearing, and Bellamy just lost his footing.
It's unlucky because Ashley Cole had already gambled on getting the ball.
Lampard, wishing the best of passes for Terry. Suarez feeding off scraps for now. Ivanovic seeking out Kalou. It's a little straight though. To Henderson. Gerrard. Showed a lot of that to Ramirez. Thought he should have had a free kick, but he lost control of that, Steven Gerrard.
Yep, just crept away from him, didn't it?
Kalou. Cole up at his shoulder. Instead it's played into Lampard, and Skirtle intercepted, as much by luck than judgment, I think.
Really good ball into Frank Lampard. Actually, if he'd have cushioned that and taken that on his right foot, he would have been in with a shot at the goal.
Gerrard still muttering away, full down about the incident a moment or two ago. Kalou managed to get in behind Johnson and Bellamy, but Skirtle came out from the centre. Ramirez. To Lampard. Mata wandering to some effect, just escaping Spearing momentarily. Drogba. Osunwara had gone on, but Downing had gone back with him.
Yeah, good work from Stewart down in tracking Basingwa. He needs to have more of an effect running Basingwa back the other way. That's when the Chelsea right back is. He looks frail, he looks vulnerable when he has people running at him with genuine pace, looking to take him on in the box. He's not at his best. So far, Downing hasn't done that at all.
Bellamy. Come from an offside position. Starting a match at Wembley for the first time in his career. He'll be 33 in July. Its way to Drogba, bounced off to Gerrard. It's almost been a full start by Liverpool. There was nothing in the opening moments until Ramirez suddenly burst beyond Enrique, who's certainly no slouch. And then beat Reina with a pretty modest shot. Gerrard lost a lot of Downing. Kept it in. Enrique. That did go out.
That will still be playing on Pepe Reina's mind, Clive, the goal, no question. It's a great run from Ramirez, but he should be saving that. That's at him at the near post, but he's already lent to his right, expecting it to go across into the far post, and it's beat him too easily in the end.
Downing. It's getting there ahead of Suarez.
See there, take him on. He doesn't need to bounce that off of Luis Suarez. He should be running at Basingwa there.
Skirtle just slipping. Basingwa, nothing much ahead of him down the line. Ramirez infield. Ivanovic tossed up towards Drogba. Agger got in front of him. Mata though. Now Kalou. It's a strong burst. Salomon Kalou. Just stopped by Agger in the nick of time, hooked away by Skirtle, nervy defending.
Very important challenge, wasn't it, from Agger? It's a really positive run from Salomon Kalou off that left side, cut it in on his favoured right foot. Very close to working Pepe Reina once more.
Real thrust about the run. Drogba. Skirtle's challenge, Chelsea throw.
I think at the moment, Clive, as well, Juan Mata's having a bigger influence on the game, just off of Didier Drogba, than anybody else. I really do. I think he's picking up some good areas, good positions, using the ball very well, keeping Drogba involved down the two wide players. So far, Liverpool haven't really been able to link the rest of the team up to Luis Suarez.
Drogba trying to get beyond Johnson, which is easier said than done. Spearing, Gerrard. Side to side from Liverpool. Really got anybody in between the Chelsea lines in spaces yet. Agger just trying to shake things up with a burst from the back. Enrique. Agger has gone on here. Well, just couldn't quite find the cross that he needed, but it was just something a little out of the ordinary from Liverpool, which I haven't seen too much of. Spearing is filling in for Agger at the back. Believe it or not, he was a centre-back once upon a time, 5'6". Kalou looking to curl it. Got underneath it.
Yeah, always a bit too big. On that occasion, Salomon Kalou. Decent ball from Drogba. Quality not there on that occasion, but certainly looking at Chelsea's team, they look to have a better shape, a stronger looking shape when they're not in possession, and a more effective one when they have the ball. It's not easy chasing games. It certainly isn't against a team like Chelsea when they're in this mood, when they're very organised, they're very compact. And at the moment, every time Liverpool get towards the last third, apart from that 2 or 3 minutes after the goal, they keep giving the ball away.
Agger only to Ramirez. Space here for Kalou. Crying out to be hit really, but Henderson managed to rob him. Gerrard, Suarez stepped over it cleverly. Downing. Enrique is on a burst down the near touchline. Here's Jose Enrique. crossing wide. It's come to Suarez. Firm resistance from Lampard. Drogba.
Twice in the last 5 minutes, Liverpool had opportunities down the left side to continue to work Bosingwa. Downing again looks a little bit afraid at the moment to really puff his chest out and make something happen in this game. He's got to find that.
Drogba. Ramirez has gone on. Trying to reverse pass to Kalou. More invention about Chelsea. Lampard clipped forward for Drogba. He's only started 3 games in the last month, all been semi-finals. He plays in the big games now. It's poor from Henderson. Kalou to Cole. Now Mata. Lampard. Ambitious.
Yeah, long way out that time for Frank Lampard. Even someone of his real quality from distance. I just think there, we saw Jordan Henderson moments ago just giving the ball away unnecessarily. And every time that happens, Steven Gerrard will drop that a little bit deeper if he loses faith in those 2 younger guys to dominate. If Liverpool are going to be successful, if they're going to get back into this game, and certainly Spearing and Jordan Henderson are going to have to just up their game a little bit, carry the team that little bit further up the park, and let Gerrard and Suarez then start to try and hurt Chelsea. At the moment, everything is in front of the blue shirts. They're able to just stick to their men and see the danger out.
Gerrard picking up the baton, but his pass is charged down by Mata. Enrique. Bellamy. Downing switched to the right-hand side about this stage in the semi-final against Everton. He's trying his look out there now. Probably expected Bellamy here to start on the left. Spearing. And Gerrard checked the run.
That's what happens as you get them frustrated. They can sense that they're going from side to side, going back and going out the other way. And then what happens? You start to try and push it and force it just that bit too much and give the ball away. You have to keep your head and keep patient, keep on the move.
It's a very calm demeanour, doesn't he, Roberto Di Matteo? Bidding to join 15 other men as an FA Cup winner, both as a player and a manager. His opposite number today, achieved both in one afternoon here. 1986. Kalou. Led by Aga. Ramirez was just caught by Enrique.
It's very sharp across the ground, Ramirez. He really can motor. He's there, always there, just a little bit before the Liverpool fullback. Their movement and variety so far has been good. Chelsea going forward. Seb Mata's been influential. 2 wide men have seen plenty of the ball.
pitch, half forward. Now just trying to keep the peace. Mata delivers. A little ricochet, which fell kindly for Liverpool, who can now break out. Downing to Enrique. Spearing's got all kinds of space on the far side. Chelsea throw.
Yeah, it's just the right option, isn't it, so far going forward? There was an opportunity there for Enrique to hit a raking crossfield pass. He's tried to keep the ball in. Just run into another blue shirt. They've got to try and think of something better, be a little bit sharper, more incisive when they counter Liverpool.
Ramirez tricking Downing. He's full of it. Mata, Cole's arriving here. This is Ashley Cole setting himself. Took a little bit too long. Henderson got there. Ramirez, now Lampard into Drogba. Downing deals with it.
Good blocking there, Clive, from Jordan Henderson on the shot from Ashley Cole. They had a man over there, Chelsea. The fullback, as you said, just took a little bit too long to get his shot away.
The head of Drogba, spearing in front of him. Henderson. It's wayward. Cole. It's lost his footing, and Gerrard was able to regain the ball. Really found a passing rhythm as yet. Liverpool need to quicken. Downing, Enrique, stopped by Bosingwa, Bellamy, Enrique, unable to make any progress. Suarez, Gerrard, charged down by Kalou. Johnson though. A little nudge, free kick.
Does that well, Glenn Johnson, doesn't he? Every time he gets the ball and steps forward, he's always looking to drive in on his left foot. Of course, if you're trailing him, as Solomon Kalou is there, you're liable to just catch his heel or just bump him and over he goes.
I think Liverpool's centre-backs are inside the Chelsea penalty area. Gerrard towards Skirtle. Downing underneath it, won by Drogba. Free kick has already been given for offside. Skirtle initially.
Yep, he was the one that was actually underneath the free kick. It was overhit, I feel, a little bit anyway initially from Steven Gerrard. Skirtle was always struggling to get that half a yard offside flag. Good positive decision.
Henderson. Spearing. He's trying to steal it in front of Suarez. Gerrard under pressure from Mikel, unfair pressure. Free kick has been given. Mikel had a cheap shot at Gerrard there after the ball had gone.
He certainly felt that, didn't he, Steven Gerrard? It's one of those, he had options in front of him. Just maybe catches him on the top of the foot. Yep.
Cards out here. His foot was a little high. Foot against foot, wasn't it?
And I think as much as anything, Clive, there's an opportunity for Liverpool to maybe counter there. If Gerrard pinches the ball and gets forward there, there's a chance. So I think the referee's quite right. The tackle was a little bit late, and also it denies Liverpool an opportunity to get forward. Lots of blue shirts now back behind the ball.
Maybe a little lucky not to see a card of a different colour on Wednesday at Stamford Bridge, which would have ruled him out of the final. An aerial clash with Chikhtioty. Easy enough for Bossingwa. Drogba helps it on its way. Mata can set something up on the counter. Drogba. It's ambitious. It's across the ball and makes it do strange things, Didier Drogba.
Seen him do that from dead balls, haven't we? An awful lot. Just hits right through it, gets it up and down very quickly.
This first half has rather passed one or two Liverpool players by so far. Suarez. Downing. Bellamy on an overlapping run. Downing with a cross. Cole had to deal with that. Henderson was breaking beyond him. Ashley Cole couldn't take any chances.
It's much better from Stuart Downing. As soon as he picked that ball up, he only had one thing on his mind: to get at Bossingwa, tease him, take him on, deliver it into an area. Unfortunately, Suarez is not able to make the ground up and get in the box, but that's much better.
And Skirtler in there again. Bellamy. Ivanovic got up highest, then Drogba. Back in by Spearing, and he's managed to pick out Bellamy. That's deflected awkwardly, and Cech improvises. He did pretty well, really. Pressure still on, though. Jose Enrique. Couldn't lift it beyond Mikel. Ramirez away.
Chance there as well for Enrique. Could have given it to Stuart Downing. He's desperate for the ball just outside him.
Downing. Enrique. Easily intercepted by Lampard. Not the best of passes, is it? Spearing was brave. Bellamy. Downing. Held up by Bossingwa. This is Jay Spearing. Clip towards Henderson. And Suarez! Just couldn't quite control the header. Jordan Henderson did really well to get in front of his men and set up what was a half chance for Luis Suarez.
And to get in the box and to make the ground up. Henderson does particularly well. We'll see, it's a difficult one for Luis Suarez. It comes at him very quick. He's just trying to put something on it. Can't really get across it. A couple of times now when they've been going down this left-hand side, Liverpool, Suarez has been looking for the ball. I think they're all desperate to try and get involved.
Tried to head it in himself, the manager, down at the end where he scored his European Cup winning goal for Liverpool 34 years ago.
I just think they need to get more people in the box. Suarez needs to... He's a great worker. He's so generous in terms of his effort. He's also got to get between the sticks where he can affect something that comes into the box.
Gerrard. Wants to force it into the path of Spearing, and now into the path of Downing. Stuart Downing. It's deflected away by Terry. For Mata to chase, a lonely blue shirt. They're just easing him off the ball.
One matter just clipped Daniel Agger's heels, but to his credit, he stayed on his feet.
Agger having a little moan at the linesman, who had a good view. Here goes Enrique. He's a good leg racer with Ramirez. And there was a push and free kick to Chelsea.
So quick across the ground, Ramirez. From box to box, he's as energetic as anything in this country right now, and Enrique is at full tilt and still can't really get beyond him.
I'll miss him in Munich. There's a flag up here against Juan Mata. That come from an offside position.
What we have seen the last 5 minutes or so, Clive, is Jordan Henderson go back out onto that right-hand side a little bit. Bellamy is just playing in the hole a little bit off of Luis Suarez. Steven Gerrard's just that little bit more withdrawn now alongside Spearing in the middle.
It's more of a 4-2-3-1 now that there is a forward-thinking player, Craig Bellamy, in the role behind Suarez. Gerrard comes to get the ball again. He's trying to stoke the boilers. Agger, he just slip it through to Suarez, well cut out by Lampard. That was a rash challenge by Daniel Agger. John Obi Mikel was his victim.
We saw the card just now for John Obi Mikel for that challenge on Steven Gerrard, but I'm afraid Daniel Agger's also going into the referee's book here. What they have done well, Chelsea, is whenever Steven Gerrard's looking to get the ball, someone's always very, very close to him. They're prepared to let Agger or Skrtel have the ball with a little bit more room, let them step forward. And that's eventually how Daniel Agger lunges in. Certainly not the worst challenge I've ever seen, but he does clip him. He makes a bit of a meal of it, Mikel.
Just the one added minute. It's good defending by Skrtel.
Well, we knew it was going to be tight, didn't we? We knew that it was always a difficult game to call this one. I do think Chelsea have looked the more accomplished, better shape, got their key players into better areas. For Kenny Dalglish, he's got to get the midfield right. He's got to think about exactly who he wants and where he wants them, because at the moment Liverpool have just been a little bit all over the place for me in the middle.
Johnson's header a little loose. Agger first to it. Suarez has done well to keep that in for Bellamy. Gerrard with a flick. Made by Ivanovic. Plenty for Kenny Dalglish in particular, the pundit, after which Chelsea have had the edge, particularly since the 11th minute when Ramirez gave them the lead with a somewhat soft goal. Liverpool responded briefly, but haven't quite been able to work their way back into the final as yet. Half-time at Wembley, it's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0.
Chelsea have all but owned the new Wembley over the last 5 years, and they certainly owned the first 45 minutes here today without really especially exerting themselves. All a bit too easy for them. How can Liverpool start games passing them by? What have they got to do to stop that happening?
They need to stay in the game. It's only 1-0, so you've always got a chance, but you'd expect another 5 or 10 minutes. Substitutions, I would have thought he'd have to gamble and bring in Carl on, maybe Dirk Kuyt and Rodriguez, just to change it. But stay in the game. As long as 1-0, they've got a chance.
Briefly, Gordon?
They've got to take responsibility. A lot of players have got to take responsibility. They've got 45 minutes to stay in a cup final and be heroes, or just drift out the game.
Better get back to our commentary team. Andy Townsend alongside Clive Tilsley.
Chelsea have won 3 of the last 5 FA Cup finals. They haven't actually lost an FA Cup match for over 4 years. They went out of the competition on penalties last season after a drawn 4th round replay at Everton. 22 matches in this competition since Barnsley actually beat them in a game in the quarter-finals of 2008, and they've won all 6 FA Cup ties they played here. Liverpool are going to have to step up a level if they are to stop Chelsea continuing and extending that run. Stuart Downing starting the second half on the left. Craig Bellamy remaining in that more central position that he occupied for the closing moments of the first half. Here's Gerrard. It's not going to reach Henderson.
I think what was interesting, what the guys said at half-time, Clive, Luis Suarez, Gareth, I think it was mentioned, he's always feeding towards the ball, he's always looking to come and get involved. I do think if Liverpool are going to get back in this game, he has to be that nuisance just in behind Ivanovic and in and around John Terry. I think he's got to stay there and threaten those centre-halves, and he might just get on the end of a little through ball or something.
Drogba's found Kalou. This is Ashley Cole in an advanced position, and he was looking to pass it. He had Mata and Ramirez with him. It was a shooting opportunity for Ashley Cole.
Yep.
Downing to Gerrard. Spearing to Henderson, and now finds himself wide on the right-hand side. Johnson. Trying to take on too many, really.
Not much of a gap there for Glenn Johnson to try and weave his way through. He's looking for something. Looks like he may have got a corner out of it in the end.
Has been given. Both teams attacking the ends of Wembley Stadium now, behind which the vocal support is gathered. Bellamy. There's a poor one, easy for Lampard.
That's a desperate corner, that is, from Craig Bellamy. He's much better than that. He's going to have to be.
Need to bring their supporters into the game, really. Liverpool, they haven't given them much to smile about yet. Different clubs, different tongues, they do get under each other's skin a bit, but these fans can make a stadium tremble and shake, and the game really takes off. Drogba winning a free kick. Kalou. Cole. Corner.
It's really good work from Ashley Cole. Too easy though, actually. Harry runs past Jordan Henderson to eventually be confronted by Glenn Johnson. Forces the corner. Excellent work from the Chelsea fullback.
Terry and Ivanovic are in there. Lampard. It's reached by John Terry, reaching round Skirtle, unable to direct it.
John Terry may be looking for another corner this time. They're certainly grabbing each other. Skirtle has no idea where the ball is at that moment when he turns his back. John Terry in the end desperate to put something on it. It's a dangerous ball in from Frank Lampard, much better than the Bellamy corner we saw moments before.
Never lost a game to Chelsea in his 2 spells as Liverpool manager. Talking statistics, what about this one? 13 FA Cup finals, Liverpool, 2 first half goals. Should have known, shouldn't we? Downing, Suarez. Downing back out to Enrique. Gerrard. Got away from Lampard. Steven Gerrard trying to go on alone. Well, big appeal for a penalty, but it was beyond Gerrard's control.
I don't think Steven Gerrard is ever getting on the end of that before it goes through to the goalkeeper, but it's better. He's in a far more promising area when he receives that ball, goes past Lampard easily and starts committing those Chelsea back four.
Now a throaty roar from the Liverpool end of the ground. Suarez finding Downing. Hung up towards Henderson. Back into the 6-yard box. Ivanovic unchallenged, got it clear. Henderson's taller than Cole. Mata. Lampard. Juan Mata. On the run, a really good ball into the 6-yard box, and really good defending by Daniel Agger.
Fabulous header away, wasn't it, from Agger? Controlled that as well.
John Obi Mikel. Ramirez to Bosingwa. Lampard. Drogba. It comes with the ticket. Another Wembley goal from Didier Drogba. You just know he's going to score under the arch. And Liverpool have got an awful long way to come back now. It's Didier Drogba again. 9 starts for Chelsea at Wembley, 8 goals.
It's Frank Lampard who picks the ball up in the midfield areas. Just here, when he skips past that tackle, I wonder whether he thought about the shot, but he decided, no, I'll roll it into the centre forward, because you just know he may be able to produce something very special. He's a little bit fortunate, Drogba, in the sense it goes through Skirtle's legs right there, gives Reina no chance. But that's Drogba. He is the big man for the big occasion. He always produces it when it matters.
It's a piece of FA Cup final history. He scored in all 7 of his FA Cup ties here, and that is the 4th time that Didier Drogba has scored in an FA Cup final, and nobody has ever done that before. Ian Rush scored in 3 for Liverpool. Drogba has now scored in 4 for Chelsea. Andy Carroll is imminent for Liverpool. This is Didier Drogba. Juan Mata. Easy for Reina. Henderson to Downing. Henderson losing out to Cole, but Johnson's got it back, and here's Luis Suarez. Got away from Terry, good ball in, Cech did just about enough, and John Terry recovered.
First time Luis Suarez had a chance to work Petr Cech. Goalkeeper does well.
This is Salomon Kalou. Juan Mata. Ramirez. Ashley Cole is forward again, Skirtle away, it'll come for Drogba. Rather impotent flick, but he gets another chance. Goal kick given, I think. The Liverpool wanted a handball.
Yeah, I think the referee looks like he's given the handball.
It is handball. Well, here comes Andy Carroll. And it's Jay Spearing who will give way, so a change of shape and approach for Liverpool. Do you know, back in 1950, Bob Paisley, the late great Bob Paisley, scored a goal for Liverpool in an FA Cup semi-final against Everton. I was left out of the final. There were no substitutes in those days. Never forgot that. The greatest manager in Liverpool's history. It happened to him. It's happened to Andy Carroll, but he's got a chance now to maybe have a say. But Enrique has given it away to Ramirez. Another bold run by Ramirez. He's lost his balance and Gerrard stole the ball from him. Looking for Carroll. Crossing war away. Mata. And we went for a chip over his fellow countryman. Pepe Reina is having none of it.
He's played well, Juan Mata. Affected the game. Used the ball intelligently. Goalkeeper does well on that occasion. He's already read the script. Can see what Juan Mata is thinking of, capable of.
Chelsea have got a problem with Solomon Kalou, who's down injured. But they haven't got any other problems. Extraordinary numbers. This is 11 goals he scored against Liverpool, 9 of them for Chelsea, 5 in semi-finals and 2 in finals. Talk about big man for the big occasion.
No question. If the strike was a little fortunate when it goes through Skirtle's legs, it's very accurate, Clive, but the initial touch was a good one to roll it onto his stronger left side.
Many different sides and faces to Didier Drogba. We heard about the charity work that certainly sets him apart on TV last night, but who knows when his farewell appearance for Chelsea will come. There's a feeling that this may be his lap of honour after 8 years with the club. He's taken on a legendary status with Chelsea fans in the modern era.
In recent weeks, Fernando Torres has got better. Scored a great hat-trick himself recently. But Drogba just doesn't go away, does he? When he plays, yep, we've had our nights where he's driven us all mad, we know that, rolling around on the floor, but you can't knock his quality and the presence he has and the effect he has on this team.
Kalou is okay. Mata into the path of Ramirez. Aga got to it eventually. Downing. Enrique streaking beyond him again. Enrique's cross hung up towards Andy Carroll. Bullies Terry out of the way. Johnson. It's towards Carroll. It's a good header that by Ivanovic.
Good shape on the cross from Glenn Johnson. We're going to see a lot of that now, you'd feel, from Liverpool. If we've got Andy Carroll up there alongside Suarez, well, those guys in the wider areas and the fullbacks have to deliver something now. Give him an opportunity to attack it, and then it's up to Gerrard, up to Suarez to just try and read a knockdown or where that ball's going to drop.
Johnson just played inside Bellamy and Terry was first to it. Drogba winning it again. He is really enjoying himself, and Ramirez just loves to run. Lampard, Kalou. Solomon Kalou. Well, he had other options.
Good run from Frank Lampard, because that gives Kalou the option to perhaps take the shot on himself. He never really got it out of his feet. Stuck between his legs in the end, I think, as he attempted that, Solomon Kalou. You see what he was trying. He was looking to curl that in the far corner.
Didier Drogba's 4th FA Cup final goal. gives Chelsea a 2-0 lead. Still got one more to actually catch up with Ian Rush, who has scored 5 goals in FA Cup finals, but has only scored in 3 separate finals. Downing. Way over the head of Carroll.
Initial touch was really good, wasn't it? He's always looking to hit the target. That's all you ask for your striker in that situation. He certainly does that.
Just seems such a familiar picture. Lord Mayor of Wembley. It's careless from Enrique, but he's managed to recover the ball. Downing. Suarez has come short for it. Caught in possession by Mikel, and here goes Drogba again. Got men left and right. You can see that he had it in his mind to go all the way himself for a little while. That's fantastic. He was just caught by Suarez as he pulled his foot back. I don't think there was anything too malicious about it, but it was contact. 40 yards out.
It's good skill initially from Drogba. Suarez is just trying to toe the ball there. He just catches him on the heel. Free kick.
No further action against Suarez. Although he's just moving a little gingerly as a result of that. Lampard scored a sensational free kick against Spurs in the semi-final. I think this is a little bit further out. It is Lampard, and Rayner's able to see it past the post.
Got that similar shape, didn't he? Able to get it up over the top of that wall and then down again very quickly. Pepe Reina always happy to see that one just going a yard wide.
Liverpool were 2 down to West Ham United in the 2006 final. Found a way back into it. Suarez. Downing just overhit. Lampard tidies up. Mata. Ramirez. Still plenty left in his tank. Chelsea have played 9 more games than Liverpool this season. That's a good ball from Lampard too. Cole to Kalou. Now Mata. Towards Drogba. Why ever not?
Yep, such is his confidence now. He's prepared to hit them first time from acute angles. Holds his run, makes sure he's not offside. Knows that Mata has the quality to just drop that onto that left foot. Hits it hard enough but can't hit the target.
Suarez on towards Downing, but Bossing are in charge. Downing's running back, and here's Carroll. No flag. Andy Carroll. Liverpool back in business. He's only been on the field a moment or two. Andy Carroll, whose goal brought Liverpool to the final, has scored a goal to get them back into the final. And they've still got more than 25 minutes to save this.
Absolutely out of nothing. I just wonder whether Andy Carroll was actually offside when it ricochets off Stuart Downing. No, he's okay at that point. He's just lurking in behind John Terry. You think he's passed up the opportunity, but a head down onto the left foot, and he fires that, smashes that into the roof of the net.
It's for his fourth goal of this FA Cup run, and they're becoming more and more important. He'll have been disappointed not to have been out there from the start, but he's out there now, and don't Chelsea know about it?
Pleased for him as well, Clive. It's been a tough season for Andy Carroll. That'll do his confidence the world of good. It's done his team the power of good right now, because they're back in this tie. They've not been in it, they've hardly turned up, but now, after this moment, once Andy Carroll engineers it onto the left foot, he thumps that. Czech's not saving that one.
Gerrard. Now Downing. Into Suarez. Clip towards the head of Carroll. Chests it down this time. Hit by Henderson. Different game now.
Different game completely. What that does to you, you can be down and out in a football match, and all of a sudden a goal gives you a lift. Another good chest back from Carroll, using his strength again well there. Jordan Henderson, not the best of strikes, but it's amazing how all of a sudden the blood starts flowing through the veins a little bit more. The manager starts to just get a little bit more tense all of a sudden. He feels his team may be coming back into this game.
That man of sandwich is eating his jacket. Bossing one. Mata, instant control. Lampard. Carroll really putting himself about. Stepping away from Frank Lampard, unplayable at the moment. Into the path of Craig Bellamy. Three waiting at the far post. Bellamy's cross came off the head of Terry. Just got enough of a touch on it. Enrique. Gerrard. Downing with time to pick a cross. Headed by Ivanovic. Volley from Johnson. Wasn't a bad one either.
Much better. At last, the fans know that their team has started to play, started to threaten Chelsea, starting to get the blue shirts running back towards their own goal.
It's been a slow burner, this FA Cup final. The Liverpool hierarchy can start to enjoy it a little bit now. Chelsea took the lead after 11 minutes through Ramirez. Didier Drogba, 7 minutes into the second half, put Roberto Di Matteo's team 2 goals up. But Liverpool's substitute, Andy Carroll, has brought them back into it. Suarez. Away by Terry. Johnson has found Bellamy. Suarez couldn't quite gather it in.
Lucky. Yeah, he salutes the ball in from Craig Bellamy. I like to see Luis Suarez now in that sort of area, Clive, where he was there, where he's backing into people with an opportunity to maybe take a touch and get a shot away. He's dropping so deep earlier on in the game to just get involved. He's not really having any effect.
Carroll. On towards Downing, it's inviting, catching up with Ivanovic with every stride, but foul again.
Silly foul from Stuart Downing. Don't put your hands anywhere near Ivanovic there, you know. You just nudge him. He's going to hit the floor, take the free kick and relieve the pressure. Great moment for Andy Carroll. Good feet as well for a big man to get it onto that left foot there. And a lovely strike, positive finish.
It's usually a big beaming smile from Kenny Dalglish. It was a different kind of a reaction. We haven't seen him very ruffled at any stage during his spell as Chelsea manager, but suddenly the temperature's gone up on the touchline. Decibel level has certainly risen. Fields of Anfield Road getting its first airing of the evening. Enrique. Suarez to Gerrard. Bellamy. Glenn Johnson. Steven Gerrard. Tried to coax it in towards Carroll. It's come for Downing. Carroll's there again. It's Gerrard! Well, how many times have we seen him score spectacular goals in that kind of position in big games?
It's almost made for Steven Gerrard, that moment, isn't it? Carroll does well again. And when he's running onto things, looking to catch him on the volley, everyone usually gets to the edge of their seat ready to celebrate.
His team have arrived in the match. Chelsea lead, and deservedly so overall. But Liverpool have moved up a gear since the arrival of Andy Carroll from the substitutes bench. Gets up above Terry, offside, Luis Suarez.
Good leap again from Andy Carroll. And Suarez becomes a danger there when the centre-halves can't quite see him. He's just a little bit too far. It's good work from Ivanovic, actually, who steps and just catches him.
Skirtle for Bellamy. Henderson. Suarez. Liverpool passes connecting all of a sudden. Bellamy, though, almost caught out by Lampard. Enrique into space for Henderson. It was a much better run by Jordan Henderson, but the cross was wild.
Yeah, really good run. He's disappointed because he knows the quality of the cross is a poor one. The idea is right. Anything you can give that man to go and attack right now, do it.
Well, he's got a fantastic record for Liverpool against Chelsea. It is Chelsea's 22nd fixture of the season in cup competitions. Now to take a toll eventually. I think psychologically, somehow your legs will keep going. Well, you've got the wind in your sails, but the momentum in this match has changed. Chelsea just starting to tread water a bit. Bellamy. After a lot of Johnson, he got there. Matt losing out to Henderson, who was too strong for him. Downing. Real sea change in the game. Suarez. Seen around the post by Czech.
Good strike from Luis Suarez. As soon as he picked it up out in the wide area, you know he's looking to get it inside. Just wants to create half a yard to get the shot away. Does it well. Whether it's sneaking in or not, Czech has to turn that one round the post.
Enrique not picked up. Headers by Aga. That's a goal kick. I wonder he doesn't burst the ball when he heads it.
Certainly Roberto Di Matteo is doing all the thinking at the moment. Is it Torres, or is he looking for a little bit more insurance in the middle of the park? Frank Lampard's clapping and urging his players on right now in the middle of the field. And it's the time for the Chelsea fans to just look on.
Bellamy. Suarez. Henderson to Aga. Downing. He's found a cross. Found Ivanovic. It's good from Mata. Ramirez. Even he's just starting to look a little tired. Downing. Enrique has gone on here. Only Suarez in the box. Enrique's ball in. Carroll is arriving. Just couldn't quite reach it.
Really good run from Enrique as well. You're right, Clive. Ramirez starting to look a bit leg weary. Enrique runs beyond him and still able to dig the cross out, and then it's get out of the way, let Carroll go and attack it. Bellamy who's just underneath it.
Suarez down to Downing. Johnson. Chelsea are readying Raul Meireles to come up against his former club. Gerrard. Tossed in towards Carroll again. Ivanovic away. Downing. Cole with the header this time. It's an assault. Bellamy. Johnson. Carroll!
Good header again from Andy Carroll. It's all over Ivanovic this time. The Chelsea defender powerless to do anything about it. It's a looping cross from Glenn Johnson. A bit more pace on it would have been better for the Liverpool centre forward, but trying to make the most of it.
Well, Ramirez's legs are going to get a rest. And another man who will miss out on the Champions League final, Raul Meireles, will come on in his place. It was Roy Hodgson who took Meireles to Liverpool. He spent last season. Just wonder if he can get up the steps, the running he's done.
Kalu's gone over to the right-hand side. Juan Mata will offer Chelsea a little bit more width out on the left.
Drogba's down now. Down in looking for Suarez, but he's offside. Drogba's in a heat. Not quite sure where he's hurt. I think it's his ankle.
Just there when he slips and goes to push away. He's had a little bit of a groin problem recently, Drogba. He will have just flared up there.
Saw that dancing last night. Well, some redemption for Andy Carroll at Wembley. Maybe it's Fernando Torres' turn to have a big moment. First of two huge finals live on ITV1 this month. We are 2 weeks away from Munich. Bayern Munich versus Chelsea is live here on ITV1 from 7 o'clock a fortnight tonight. Well, Dirk Kuyt made a big impact on the Carling Cup final when he came on. He's going to replace Craig Bellamy now for these closing minutes. Didn't figure in the FA Cup semi-final. He has been in and out all season, but he came on as a substitute against Cardiff City and scored a critical goal. Scored some big goals against Chelsea too, Dirk Kuyt.
I think that's a good substitution from Kenny Dalglish. You're absolutely right. Dirk Kuyt does have a knack, does have the ability to get on the back post from anything whipped in from Downing down the left-hand side. Can finish as well, we know that.
Here is Downing. Good control. Good defending. Salomon Kalou. Drogba seems okay. And now he's the guilty man. Count. Throw in. Henderson. Away by Terry. Gerrard towards Downing. Controlling, got up a little bit early and underneath it.
Difficult when you're chasing a match, particularly a big game such as this one on a pitch as huge and as leg sapping as Wembley. They've got to keep their foot to the floor, Liverpool. As soon as that ball goes dead, they have to have someone on it looking to take a free kick or get the ball back in play from the throw-in and continue to pour forward.
It's come off Bosingwa for Luis Suarez. Downing. Suarez onside. Away as far as Henderson. A lot of bodies between him and his target.
Yeah. Went with the side foot in the end, Jordan Henderson there. He's just trying to place that with genuine power. The ball back from Suarez to count. Doesn't really find the target. He might have been better off there, you know, head down. Head down and hit through it.
Kalou was trying to help out, but didn't really. But Henderson couldn't capitalise. Liverpool now running out of time into the last 10 minutes. Drogba, challenged by Skirtle. Count. Gerrard to Enrique. Downing. Gerrard's the comeback man. Into Suarez. Gerrard. This is Glenn Johnson. And now Luis Suarez. In towards Carroll! Against the crossbar by Cech. And Chelsea have survived the moment. A wonderful save by Petr Cech, but did it cross the line? Now, referee is going to have a word with the assistant, Andrew Garrett.
Incredible moment once more.
Well, he's pretty certain.
My first reaction was that I thought certainly Andy Carroll should score. Oh, is that in? That is so close to call. And the goalkeeper's done incredibly well to get a hand on that. A big hand up onto the bar. It's a fantastic, powerful header from Carroll. What a stop from the goalkeeper.
My first instincts are that the linesman's done incredibly well too. I don't think you can say all of the ball definitely crossed all of the line there.
And at speed, Clive. You know, we're watching it there in 2 or 3 replays of that. At speed, what a decision to have to make.
Well, Chelsea scored a goal that never was in the semi-final. What is it about that end of Wembley?
Incredible save.
Ran away from Suarez. Mikel, Lampard, Mireles. Chelsea lead by millimetres. Gerrard. Skirtle. In towards Suarez. Bosumar smuggled it away. There was a yellow card there for Luis Suarez for dissent.
What a save from the goalkeeper. I think Andy Carroll should score. He should be putting that straight in with the goalkeeper not getting. That there, Clive, looks to me like it's over the line. At that moment, I mean, I think he should be putting that straight in. The goalkeeper shouldn't be seeing that, but it's an incredible piece of work from Petr Cech to somehow keep that out.
I repeat, the law is all of the ball over all of the line.
So close.
Suarez. Count and Ivanovic, goal kick.
Would have been excellent for half an hour, Liverpool. Really good. As poor as they were, for that opening 50-55 minutes, they've been terrific since that. Let's see it from this angle. Let's see if this one gives us anything more. Excellent work from Glenn Johnson. It's a lovely little clip from Suarez. No is the answer.
Somewhere in Spain, Jose Mourinho will be watching and thinking, yeah, that's for Luis Garcia. Doesn't work like that, Jose. Well, he doesn't know. Nobody knows. Yeah. No. It's like the fisherman who comes back home and tells us about the one that got away. It was just so tight, so close. That's a goal kick. The climax of the 2012 FA Cup final with Budweiser, and no doubt right now what we'll be talking about for years to come when we remember this final. Did it or didn't it?
I don't know, it's great to talk about.
Gerrard in towards Downing, headed away by Bosingwa. Enrique. Corner.
Just saying, Clive, I know it's great to talk about and people will be debating it long into tonight. Isn't it time we cleared this up once and for all? Isn't it time we did something about that sort of decision? Because if it has gone over the line, then you really feel for Liverpool, I do.
Downing. Header away by Ivanovic. Henderson. Johnson. Oh, look at the space here for Martin Skrtel. Ivanovic got to it, and it just wouldn't break for Liverpool. Andy Carroll, though. Mikel got to it. Henderson, Suarez. Oh, free kick's already been given. Advantage might just have suited Liverpool there.
Yeah. He's jumped in there, Phil Dowd, because Mikel went to ground and clattered into Andy Carroll. Within about 5 seconds, the ball had found its way to Suarez, and he had a shot on goal. Skrtel took an age to get that previous shot away. It's good skill from the big centre forward once more.
The irony is, I'm not even sure that it's a free kick.
That one there, Clive. Better first touch from Skrtel if he can drop it onto his stronger left side.
The headline end of the match. Stuart Downing's left foot, or Suarez, or Gerrard with the right. Looks to suit Downing's angle. It's Steven Gerrard, and it's a corner. Plenty going on in the box. Ivanovic and Agger getting acquainted at the far post. Downing. Header more up than out. Lampard did well. Juan Mata. Raul Morella's trying to break. Stopped by Jose Enrique. Stuart Downing. Skrtel. Good control for a centre-back. Did it clip Terry? It did. Corner.
Let's concentrate on the delivery here. Of course, all focus and all attention is on the players trying to wriggle away and claim half a yard from their marker. Counts for nothing if the delivery isn't good.
Last 90 seconds. Downing. Header away is by Terry. Liverpool throw. Johnson. This is Suarez. Can he get past Cole? No, but it's a corner. Henderson. Johnson. He's going to go for glory himself, charged down by Lampard. Handball appeals, but it was blasted at Frank Lampard. Here's Kalou. He's all alone. And precious seconds though these. Gerrard has got to him. Got to get it all the way back down the field. The added time ball will be interesting. Gerrard. Cole was courageous. Cout caught him. Free kick to Chelsea. Relief for Chelsea. Andy, who is your Budweiser man of the match?
I have no idea. You know, I thought it was going to obviously be a Chelsea player. Ramirez did well until he tired. Frank Lampard's been very, very solid, but I'm going to give it to Juan Mata. I think he's used the ball very well for an hour. He's not seen so much of it in the last 20 minutes because Liverpool have been so dominant. I'm going to give it to Chelsea's number 10.
5 added minutes, not over this.
Can I change that if I need to?
Yeah, of course. If anybody scores a hat-trick in the last 5 minutes, you can change. Well, Juan Mata is making his way off. Florian Malouda will come on. Chelsea are taking their time over the substitution. So I think that 5 is about to become 6. And there goes the Budweiser man of the match, Juan Mata. I think it's fair to say a decision taken on the early rounds of the contest rather than the last few.
If Andy Carroll's header was in or was over the line, he would have got it.
Towards the head of Drogba, but it will bounce through to Pepe Reina. Andy Carroll chests it down, brimming with confidence. Downing. Carroll's onside here. Oh, terrific challenge by John Terry. Really put his body on the line for Chelsea there.
What a chance that is for Andy Carroll.
Enrique. Downing. Gerrard. This is Skirtle. Cat with a little flick. Can Johnson reach it? There's the answer. Florian Malouda has just come on. Cout. Skirtle. Agger has got forward. But to no effect. Chelsea just hanging in now. Every fingernail. Reina. Carroll's flicked it on. Got too much on it. What an impact he's had on the match.
It's been excellent. Really good. Kenny Dalglish couldn't have asked for or wanted for any more from his centre forward. When you make a change, you just, of course, as a manager, you hope, pray that it's going to have the right effect, and it certainly has boosted this Liverpool team in the second half. Just look a completely different outfit.
To meet again at Anfield on Tuesday night in a Premier League game. What a strange atmosphere that's going to be. Enrique. Drogba back there. Well, he was a good left back in the Nou Camp. He's playing right back at the moment. Gerrard. Has he got one more miracle to work in the Liverpool cause? Slightly overhit for Dirk Kuyt. Slipping through Liverpool fingers now. Well, he had that smile for another minute or so. I think it might be more than 5 added minutes with that substitution. A bit of time wasting here, but here's Drogba. Been brought down by Gerrard. These are really valuable yards for Chelsea. Precious seconds for Liverpool.
Decision here for Frank Lampard whether or not he wants to take the shot or whether they want to run the ball into the corner flag. Just knock it out wide, maybe to Drogba. Last thing they want to do is let Pepe Reina get that ball into his hands and launch it forward.
Lampard making out to shoot, and does so. Reina has to fend it away, but he's kept it in, and now he can get it down the field. Towards the head of Andy Carroll, inevitably. chests it down, away by Morelos. Chelsea have the ball, and they have Liverpool where they want them. Reina coming out, has lost it. It's Salomon Kalou. It's stopped by Martin Skrtel. Frank Lampard reaches it first. Florent Malouda. Desperate moments for Liverpool. Lampard. He'll take it into the corner. Count reaches round and tackles him. Malouda though. Morelos. With Drogba is Morelos. They've kept it well here. Mikel Malouda. Liverpool have got it, but have they got time? They've got to throw in. Added time to the added time. Chelsea have won the FA Cup yet again. They just can't keep their hands off it. Roberto Di Matteo is doing the perfect job interview. He was only supposed to help out, and he started helping himself to the valuables. And if he pockets the European Cup in 2 weeks' time, why would Chelsea look anywhere else? Crisis in March, boom time in May. For the 4th year in the last 6, the old trophy will be in residence at Stamford Bridge. Nobody has taken such a tight grip on the FA Cup since Victorian times. Chelsea are making history. Liverpool's season is a puzzle. Wembley winners 2 months ago. Overdue success. Wembley woe this evening. They didn't really start the game until the hour mark. The jury will be out again to pass judgment on a year of mixed messages for Kenny Dalglish's team. He's got some head scratching still to do. But Chelsea look their old selves again. Back among the prizes. The winning mentality has returned to Chelsea. They've won trophies in 6 of the last 8 years. The other 2, they sacked the manager, but this manager, this interim coach, has given them back their silver lining. Some interim, and they'll be carving Chelsea's name on another trophy. Andy Carroll's stock has risen this evening. But there's something about Wembley and Chelsea these days. Roberto Di Matteo enjoyed his days in the shadows of the Twin Towers, but underneath the arch, Chelsea are almost unstoppable. They've won 4 semi-finals and 4 finals here now. It's a home from home. Maybe they should be moving here, not Battersea. Didier Drogba is down on the pitch.
Didier, many congratulations. It's just extraordinary, this Chelsea story. You've won it 4 times as a player. That's a record. You've scored on 4 occasions. That's a record. Was this one of the hardest?
Yeah, this one and the first game against Manchester United were the hardest. Liverpool is a difficult team to play, and I think today we did a great result, because after losing that game against Newcastle, it was very difficult for us, especially losing at home. But I'm glad we won today. You know, it's the first step.
What is it about you and this competition and this place?
I don't know. You tell me.
Chelsea victorious. John Terry loving every minute of it. We just heard from a winning striker. What about a winning keeper? He's talking to Gabriel.
Pesa, this match I think will be remembered for that moment near the end. Was it over the line?
I don't think it was over the line.
Not the whole ball?
No, not at all, because if the ball was behind the line, I couldn't have put it outside. So I had my arms there, tried to get it out, and I'm sure I was not behind.
So a great decision by the officials.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I haven't seen it, but I'm really 100% persuaded that it was not in, and I knew it from the first moment. So I think he got it right.
Well, what does this trophy represent for a team of some senior players, older players who were written off a few months ago?
It's fantastic what we've achieved, and we still have one more final to go, and hopefully we can make it through. But I've won the cup for the 4th time, and no matter how many times you win it, this cup is fantastic. The atmosphere, and I love playing it only, so I really enjoyed it.
And what about Roberto Di Matteo? Has he done enough to get the job now?
I'm not the owner or the board of the club, but obviously it's fantastic for him as well.
Many congratulations.
Thank you.
And from the victorious keeper to the victorious skipper. Let's hear from John Terry.
Sum it up.
Fantastic. This is what we live for. We spoke yesterday about winning. This is what we play football for. It's at the end of the season. We've had a tough competition in the FA Cup, but we're here today. We've won, and a great performance.
This team were written off by some a few months ago. Does this success therefore represent even more?
I think so. At times people have sort of slated us a little bit. We're too old, we're past it. We're not together as a team. And I think, I said yesterday, when the chips are down, we come together, we unite when our backs are against the wall, and we've done that superbly the last 16, 17 games.
Was it over the line? Was it over the line, the Carroll header?
No, it wasn't over, honestly.
Good decision by the official.
Yeah, no, it was a good decision. He made a couple of good decisions late on the line, so credit.
And when you look at this team, and when you look at what they've achieved under Roberto Di Matteo, do you suggest to the board that Roberto gets the job full-time?
No, we've still got one more massive trophy, the Champions League. That's what our targets have been from day dot since the owner come in. After that, it's down to the board to make their decision. We've done Robbie, the world of good today. He's been fantastic. We've put in a great performance for him today, and it can do him no harm.
Enjoy it.
Cheers, Dave.
Well done, John Terry. Well done, Chelsea. Roy, what's your view? Well, forget about the did it or didn't it for just a minute. Have the best team won here?
I think so. I think they just about deserved it. I think they scored the goals at the vital time. I think it was easy for Liverpool to come out when they were 2-0 down, but it was probably too little too late. They can say they're unlucky with the Carroll header. I think Chelsea just about edged it.
OK, we can hear from a member of the losing side now. We'll hear from Andy Carroll very shortly. He's with Gabriel.
Andy, first of all, you came on, you influenced this game in a very significant way, but was your header over the line?
I thought it was over the line. Obviously, you know better than me, but I was just going to say, I thought it was.
Millimetres in it, I think. Petr Cech is convinced the whole of the ball wasn't over the line. That's why he was able to pour it out.
I thought it hit the other side of the bar, which means it's in, really, but you know better than me. I haven't seen it back, so...
I think it's inconclusive that the whole of the ball crossed the line, but some might interpret it still as being unlucky on Liverpool.
Yeah, I thought it was unlucky. We had a few chances, we could have put them away, but obviously it's not to be.
Do we look again at a call for stopping the game and looking at goal line technology?
Oh, I don't really know, to be honest, but all I know is we tried hard, and if it wasn't over, you know better than me, really.
A Carling Cup success. Is that good enough for a team like Liverpool this season? Does it feel like progress?
Yeah, we obviously came here to win. It's been a disappointing season in the league, but we got here, and obviously we're unlucky. Like I say, I thought the ball was over the line. Took a bit extra time. If we didn't, who knows after that, really.
You proved a personal point here as well today, because your performance was fantastic.
I've done as best as I can when I came on, and it was unlucky, really.
Thank you, Michael.
And obviously disappointed Andy Carroll joining his teammates now, making their way up for the dreaded losers' medals. Let's go back to Clark.
Well, Liverpool certainly were the better side in the last half hour of this match. Just 7 minutes into the second half when Didier Drogba scored the second Chelsea goal and appeared to have put the final beyond the men in red. But they certainly rolled their sleeves up and made a game of it from that point onwards. And we will review the goal that never was over and over again, but I don't think the linesman could possibly give it from what we saw. And it needs a machine, let's face it. It needs something technical to rule on decisions that are matters of millimetres. Jimmy Armfield never got to play in the FA Cup final. Is the FA special guest of honour today, handing out the medals that nobody really wants. They have winners' medals in their collection this season, and clearly it will be a summer of transition at Anfield as they gather themselves for a Europa League campaign next season. Back in Europe, back in the trophies.
We just heard Andy Carroll talking about the goal. He was rather dignified about it, or rather the no goal. Quickly, what do we think? If we've got the goal line technology, we can't prove this is a goal, can we, Gareth?
Well, this is the problem. We're talking about goal line technology. We've been watching it now for 10, 15 minutes, different angles. We can't be certain is the reality of it, and so the linesman can't be certain. It looks to us as if it probably just was from some angles, but is the whole of the ball over the line, which it has to be? You cannot tell from that. Whatever you say, by the way, it's a fantastic save by Petr Cech.
Well, John Terry knows his way up these steps blindfolded. No captain in Wembley history has lifted the FA Cup 4 times, but that is exactly what the Chelsea captain is about to do. There was a man called Arthur Kinnaird, Eton educated, Trinity College graduate, the 11th Lord Kinnaird, Law High Commissioner to the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, who was a FA Cup winning captain 4 times, but I think that's probably where the comparisons end between he and John Terry. That was back in the 1870s. And John Terry is about to do what only the 11th Lord Kinnaird has done before. Chelsea won one of their last 7 games under Andre Villas-Boas. It just wasn't working. The defeat in Naples was a little over 10 weeks ago. They needed a second-half equaliser to force an FA Cup replay with Birmingham the previous weekend. They were a club in some turmoil. Blue is the colour of the ribbons on the FA Cup. Chelsea are Wembley winners again. They rule the roost here beneath the Wembley Arch. 3 FA Cups in their first 100 years, 4 more in the last 6. It's a monopoly. Not since the days of straw hats and twirly moustaches has a team dominated the FA Cup like this Chelsea team. Another winner's medal for Ashley Cole. He's won his last 7 FA Cup finals now, nobody more. Petr Cech's 4 wins is a record equalling achievement for an FA Cup final goalkeeper. Chelsea are making history. And they really had to hang on, a la Barcelona, in the closing stages. Under a concerted recovery attempt from Liverpool, which came certainly within a hair's breadth of forcing this final into extra time. It's Chelsea again. They are the FA Cup winners.
Gordon Strachan, the best team won it, the best team lifting it here?
Well, they had more of the pressure, they had more of the game for an hour. But I think if you look, Liverpool will now be getting that team bus in the dressing room, and most of the players will be thinking, if only. And that's a horrible thing to come away with. Only if we perform like we did in the first hour and we did in the last half hour, and play with enthusiasm and and just went for it and tried to win the game of football. I don't sit back and say what Chelsea got to do. So they'll be living with regrets, I think. But the performance last half hour will give them encouragement for next season, that's for sure.
The management game's a funny old business, isn't it? Roberto Di Matteo, an assistant in a suffering regime 2.5 months ago, and now look.
I spoke to his wife about 16 months ago. Still a man at West Brom in a shopping mall in Leamington Spa, and she was panicking. Her husband was going to lose her job at West Brom, and she needed to win that day. Now 16 months for the long. Look what he's doing now.
I assume she's not in a shopping mall in Leamington Spa at this moment, but we'll check that out. Oh, John Terry's.